Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Hey wife, did you know that Anchor is sponsoring our show?
Really? Don't we use Anchor to distribute our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, and we are on just about every other platform available as well, thanks to them.
Why do we use Anchor as our podcasting service?
Well, they make editing and distributing our show a breeze.
What if one of our listeners wants to start their own podcast?
Then they should head over to anchor.fm or download the app to get started.
Awesome! You guys should go do that right now! Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
I think Saul was talking to ghosts.
He was.
Yeah.
He was like, all mediums, get out of this land. And then he was like, fuck me, I need a medium.
Right.
And so
yeah, that
then,
was bad timing on that, kicking them all out.
Yeah. And then he went to one and she was like, why are you trying to trick me, fool?
Right.
And then...
But then she did her medium thing.
Yeah.
And then Saul talked to Samuel.
And Samuel was like, you fuck boy.
Right.
You guys gonna die.
Yep.
And Saul's like, no.
Yeah.
And so that's where we're at.
Yeah. Before we go too much further, I do want to mention one thing that
Which is what?
It's normally at the end of our podcast, but I feel like I miss a lot of people, so I'm just going to say this occasionally at the beginning.
Okay.
But Patreon.
Yeah,
we have a Patreon where people can help support us.
Yeah.
And we have signups for as low as $2 a month. Mm-hmm. And all you got to do is go to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse, or just go over to Patreon and search for our name, and you'll find us.
Sacrilegious Discourse.
Like I said, $2 a month. That's like less than 7 cents a day.
Is
you know, it's pretty cheap.
I can't math, so...
I'm just saying. Like, if we could get everybody that listens to us to sign up over there for $2 a month, we'd be set.
As far as, like, running our podcast.
Right.
Not, like, rich.
No, we ain't that popular.
Yeah.
No, not yet. You guys could help make us popular, though.
Your idea of
you tell
set...
everybody you know.
I was just making sure that they understood that our idea of set is a lot different from other people's idea of set.
Yeah, this ain't This American Life or anything. But,
No. I'm not trying to buy a yacht. I'm just trying to make sure that the podcast stays afloat.
If we could upgrade our computer, that would be amazing.
And a new computer would be amazing.
Right, yeah.
Because it froze up the other night and we had to re-record.
For the second time now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
All right, so anyway... The ghost thing, that was Samuel chapter... First Samuel chapter...
Chapter 18.
Okay, wait, what?
I said 18 because I'm dyslexic.
I was like, what the hell?
I'm dyslexic. I apologize. First Samuel chapter 28.
Ah, that's better.
Yeah,
okay.
I had transposed the 1 and the 2.
At least one of us is paying attention.
Fuck off. And so we're about to start First Samuel chapter 29.
All right, let's go ahead and get into this.
Okie dokie. Okay, 1 Samuel chapter 29.
All right.
The Philistines distrust David.
Wait, David. Okay.
I bet they do. I bet they do.
Well, I mean, he was killing them, so yeah.
Yeah.
You're telling me that not one fucking person escaped until this point, maybe? And
I was like, you know what?
Yeah, right?
That's the same motherfucker.
I saw that guy walking west the other day, and the next thing I knew, my whole family was dead. Weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same motherfucker.
Right.
Can you even believe that?
He brought a whole... Why was he walking that way with an army? And then the whole town's dead. What's up with that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure something's going awry here.
Didn't he say he was heading down south? No? Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I kind of distrust him a little bit here.
I'm just telling you what
That's
I saw.
That's just why, I don't know.
Hearsay. I got rumors.
I just don't know how you can get away with fucking killing lots of Philistines without nobody fucking noticing.
I mean, this was miles and miles and miles away without Twitter.
Still. Again, not a single fucking person hid in a bunker somewhere.
I'm totally with you.
And, ran to tell somebody. Not one person.
I'm totally with you on this.
Okay, all right.
So the entire Philistine army now mobilized at Aphek and Aflac, and the Israelites camped at the spring in Jezreel.
Okay.
As the Philistine rulers were leading out their troops in groups of hundreds and thousands, David and his men marched at the rear with King Achish.
They're gonna tear him up from the ass end, huh?
From the ass inside. Oh, that reminds me when we were watching. Oh, guys, if you're not watching The Boys,
oh my God, yeah,
that show is both great and terrible.
Yeah, if you got a weak stomach, don't watch it. And if you
so,
don't like crudeness, I mean, I don't know why you'd be listening to our podcast, but if you don't like crudeness,
but you know what? It's not the crudeness that is the problem. You know, anything that's cool is going to be crude,
right?
But
right.
This show is like beyond gory.
Oh yeah,
it's ridiculously horrific.
Yeah,
and so when you said,
amazing.
Oh, it's an amazing show, but the horribleness it tops itself each episode.
Yeah, for sure.
And so when you said they're gonna march,
tear him up in the ass end.
Yeah, in the ass end.
Oh, that reminded you. Yeah, that just what was that, episode 2?
No, it was 3.
2 or 3 of this season. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet and you do watch it, you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And it's
if you know,
wow,
you know.
It's not okay.
The Ant-Man character.
Yeah.
And what he does and where he goes and how it happens.
Not good.
It's not good.
Not good.
That was coming in from the wrong end. Okay, so anyways.
Yeah.
But the Philistine commanders demanded, "What are these Hebrews doing here?" And Achish told them, "Excuse y'all. This is David, the servant of King Saul of Israel.
Yeah.
He's been with me for years, asshole."
Years? He's been with him for years?
And I've never found a single fault in him from the day he arrived until today.
But he's been with him for years?
Apparently. That's what this guy's saying.
Okay.
And then he probably was thinking, so shut the fuck up, asshole.
Right.
But the Philistine commanders were angry. "Send him back to the town you've given him."
Yeah.
They demanded, because remember, he was like, "We don't want to live in town. We want to be free to sneak around and kill everybody."
Right.
He can't go into battle with us. What if he turns against us in battle and becomes our adversary?
I mean, that's a fair question, I think.
We literally just presented that, so
right,
yeah. Is there any better way for him to reconcile himself with his master than by handing our heads over to him?
You could maybe put him in the front instead of the back. I'm just saying, like, that would be my move there.
Yeah. Isn't this the same David about whom the women of Israel sing in their dances? Saul has killed thousands and David his 10,000s. So
that was a
song. Yep. So Achish finally summoned David and said to him, "I swear by the Lord that you have been a trustworthy ally. I think you should go with me into battle, for I've never found a single flaw in you from the day you arrived until today."
Yeah.
But the other Philistine rulers won't hear of it. Please don't upset them, but go back quietly.
Yeah.
What have I done to deserve this treatment? David demanded.
You're not going to have to fight your own people?
I only just murdered a bunch.
Right?
Why do they hate me so?
I mean, I think they have a legitimate claim here based on what I know.
Why are they so suspicious of me?
Why are you asking such a stupid question, right? David?
What have you ever found in your servant that I can't go and fight the enemies of my lord, the king? But Achish insisted. "Look, as far as I'm concerned, you're as perfect as an angel of God." Damn, that's high praise. "But the Philistine commanders are afraid to have you with them in the battle. Now get up early in the morning and leave with your men as soon as it gets light."
Do you think that's what's going to happen?
So David and his men headed back into the land of the Philistines.
What?
While the Philistine army went on to Jezreel. The end.
That is not what I expected. I was totally not expecting that.
I know. Like, you asked the question and I was like, I got one more sentence.
Wow.
Let me just read it.
What? What is going on here?
I have no idea.
I thought that he was going to just, like, whoop their ass from the other side.
I mean, he still might, but...
I guess. He could, yeah.
Or either that or, like, while you were gone, I burned the town down. Whee!
Or looted, like, literally everything.
And then went and ran.
Right, yeah.
I mean, what? You guys weren't here.
Yeah.
You don't know. So, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, I mean, okay. All right. I don't get it. He's been killing Philistines, and this guy likes him. The other guy, I don't get this. Like, it's weird.
It makes sense. He's, like, staying safe from Saul. He's also knocking out the Philistines little by little, and he's safe.
It's true. It's true.
What-
He's got a good deal, I guess.
Yeah, he's got the best deal, and his men follow him. They love him.
Right.
Like, what's the problem here? As far as like being in David's camp, like, what's the problem here?
I guess there is none, but I do take some. He's lying to his buddy that's put him up.
Yeah.
And he's telling him that he's killing Israelites when he's actually killing Philistines.
Yeah.
And that alone, to me, is, if he's supposed to be this godly person, is not okay.
Well,
Like,
I know
isn't
lots.
lying like one of those things that's not good?
I know lots of people who claim to be godly, who do horrific things.
But do you know lots of people who claim to be godly that are also in the Bible? And the Bible claims them to be godly as well?
I mean,
I don't know too many people that are in the Bible personally.
I don't know anybody in the Bible.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So.
fair.
I don't know. All right, well, that was a short-ass chapter. Mm-hmm. And so that was 1 Samuel chapter 29. And tomorrow we will be doing
1 Samuel chapter 30, and that'll be Friday. So then on Saturday we'll do a Q&A, and I'm not sure what we're going to cover, but we will come up with something good.
I'm sure.
And then
we have our new Asimov Guide to the Bible book. We should probably find something in there,
okay,
right?
Yeah, I'll flip through and see what I can find in there. And then on Sunday we'll do our weekly replay. And then on Monday will be the final chapter.
Oh.
1 Samuel chapter 31.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We're finishing up another book of the Bible.
Goddamn right we are.
Wow. All right. Well, we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Bye.
Hey, wife. I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.